Good morning. Welcome in, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Hopefully, you all are doing well. We are here to preview Tuesday. There's a pretty big baseball slate tonight that we're going to talk about. Obviously, the Thunder took a 3-2 lead in the NBA Finals last night, going back to Indiana to either win the championship or Indiana will force a game 7. We'll see what happens there. OKC is 5-point favorites on Thursday night. It's also Dinger Tuesday, so we'll pick out a home run bet. Dewan, what's up? Hopefully you're doing well. We'll definitely pick out a home run bet tonight. There's a couple different MLB bets I like tonight upon first look, so we can talk about those. We also have Stanley Cup tonight, Edmonton and Florida. Florida with a chance to close out. They are up 3-2 over the Oilers after that win on Saturday. So again, either Florida's going to close out at home, or we're going to get a game 7 once again between these two teams in the Stanley Cup Finals. The Panthers are -152 on the money line. I am definitely, obviously, you guys know I bet on Edmonton, so I'm rooting for them. But I also just would rather have a game 7. So tomorrow, like when Steve comes on, we'll either be talking about what's going to happen in game 7, or we will be discussing how Florida has once again been crowned the champions of the NHL. We also have golf, the Travelers on Thursday. We're going to talk about that tomorrow. So before Steve comes on tomorrow, we're going to talk golf, and then we'll get into whatever we get into after he comes on. Pretty good field in the Travelers, and I've been talking to Sam, who you guys know that I used to do content with at Karma. Obviously, he's a big golf guy. He led the golf content there. So I've been talking to him. Hopefully, he's able to come on some streams in the future. We'll have him on like Tuesday or Wednesday for a little bit to talk some golf for some of these bigger tournaments coming up as we head into the summer. We've got obviously British Open in July, around a month away. So I think that'd be fun. Hopefully he can make that work. But yeah, if you guys have any questions on anything, go ahead and ask. Do you think the Pacers made a mistake keeping? Yeah, so I did want to talk about that, Guru. I didn't understand, like, Rick Carlisle is a good coach. Like he knows his team. Like he knows the buttons to push. They've, staged insane comebacks in every single series thus far. But I didn't understand the use of TJ McConnell. I just didn't understand it. So I actually bet TJ McConnell yesterday over 7.5 points. And like, I think I said it on stream yesterday or one day. I was like, I don't understand why he isn't playing more. He was playing like upper teens in minutes. I thought he should be playing like mid-20s in minutes. He's been huge for them the entire series, especially considering just how Oklahoma City's been able to take the ball out of Halliburton's hands. Like he's really been effective. And then last night, I mean, Tyrese Halliburton just is clearly not healthy. I don't understand. Like I see all these people saying like how overrated he is. Like, what is wrong with these people? Why is everything a game by game reaction? Like, why is he great and then he has a bad game and he's overrated? Like, I don't understand like the microwave takes from everybody on Twitter. Like, dude, first of all, he's clearly hurt. Like what else do you have to say about it? Like he's playing injured. Secondly, he's hit how many game winners? Like how are we just glossing over that? What other player has hit game winners like him this postseason? Literally nobody. Nobody's done that in the multiple years, the amount of game winners that he's hit. So I really don't understand why people like I don't understand why people like analyze things so reactionary to one game. Like he's clearly hurt, and the Thunder are also clearly the better team. This is not surprising. Like the Indiana Pacers were like 70-1 to make the finals when the playoffs started. I'm not talking about back at the beginning of the season. I don't even know what they were at the beginning of the season. When the playoffs started in April, there is not a single person in this stream on Twitter like that like honestly thought the Pacers were going to go to the finals. Yes, I'm sure like there's people that bet them and that was a great number, especially considering how open the East was. But like there's no one that was like honestly, or at least I'm not saying there's nobody, but there was not a huge group of people that were saying the Pacers were going to go to the finals. So it's insane that the Pacers even made the finals. And Vegas will tell you that because they were like 60-1 to make the finals. So like, what are you talking about? They're playing a significantly better team and he's hurt. But yeah, last night he should have got benched last night. Guru, completely agree. He was ineffective. And TJ McConnell led them back into that game. TJ McConnell was a +4 on the night. Everyone else on the Thunder or on the Pacers, all the Pacers starting lineup was minus. TJ McConnell was a +4 in 22 minutes. I thought he definitely should have played down the stretch more than Halliburton and even Nembhard, to be honest with you. I don't know. Can't believe they almost blew 9.5. Yeah, I know. That was that was sweaty, Ryan. I don't know what it is. I was sweaty, but at least they came through. I would just double Pascal and let everyone else beat them. Yeah, especially with Halliburton playing like clearly hurt. It's gonna be a tough task for Indiana to win this next game, I would say, but they are coming home, so we'll see what happens. I would like a game 7 though. That'd be fun. I wish I had Steve on here so we could pick goal scorer. We talked about, if you guys were on the stream on Friday, we talked about Sam Bennett, and he did score on Saturday. So I would like to have them on to talk about a goal scorer. Just looking at these numbers here. I have to dive more into it. As for baseball tonight, I really like the over in the Angels-Yankees game. So this game last night was 0-0 going to extra innings, and it finished 1-0 Angels. So just, zigzag effect. We're going to go over tonight, and I think both of these pitchers are more hittable, obviously. Will Warren has struggled. He was really good and then struggled a little bit. His underlying metrics are pretty good. 3.75 expected ERA. Really good strikeout rate at 28%, but walk rate's high, double digits, 10.5%. Hard hit rate is really high at 50%. So, if you're walking guys and putting them on base and then giving up those hard hits, that can be, a little concerning. And then on the other side with Kyle Hendricks, same situation. His underlying metrics are better than the surface, but he really doesn't do anything that inspires a ton of confidence in me. He only has a 14.5% strikeout rate this season. And the Yankees have seen him quite a bit in the past as well. He's pitched so much in his career. So I like taking the over in this game after it was just 1-0 last night. I'm also interested in I want to be interested in the Blue Jays, but so Brandon Pfaadt, it's the same situation, really struggles. He's been pretty bad to both sides, but especially against lefties. The problem is the Blue Jays are not going to have a lot of lefties in their lineup. So it's not like there's going to be like 6 lefties in the lineup and then I'm like, oh yeah, we need to bet them. But Brandon Pfaadt's underlying metrics are pretty concerning. He has a 5.50 ERA, 7.22 expected, 53% hard hit rate. It's just bad. His fastball, which is his most used pitch, has been completely terrible. 377 expected batting average with that fastball. And that's just not going to play when, you're throwing it over a quarter of the time. So I think the Blue Jays are in an interesting spot here. And we don't necessarily have to take them on the money line. I feel like we could just back them maybe team total. Let me see. Team total's at 4.5. First five's at -128. Maybe we just take them on the money line, honestly. I just don't trust Brendan Pfaadt right now. So I would say Blue Jays I'm interested in. I'm interested in the Texas Rangers against the Kansas City Royals. So Jack Leiter back pitching again here. Seth Lugo has had like some good seasons recently this year. Similar to the Brian Bayo kind of situation, Seth Lugo is the number 1 or number 2 or number 3 pitcher going into the summer that I'm really looking to bet against pretty heavily. His surface versus underlying metrics are extremely concerning. He's given up a 291 expected batting average this season, which is extremely bad. His strikeout rate if you look at Seth Lugo's career, and some of that he was like pitching in the bullpen, but even like the last 3 seasons, 25, 23, 22% strikeout rate. This year it's down to 18.5%. His ERA looks good at 3.18. Expected ERA 5.34. Huge gap between his actual and expected ERA. Hard hit rate is up significantly. Last year it was 39%. This year it's 48%. So I'm just like really looking to attack Seth Lugo heading into his next few starts. So that'll start tonight with the Texas Rangers. Jack Leiter's underlying numbers aren't amazing either. Like, hasn't had a high strikeout rate. His expected ERA is a run higher than his actual. Big walk rate at 12%. Definitely like some concerning metrics there. So honestly, like if you want to look at the over, I think you could. But I'm probably just going to back. And this just moved. This is -130 now as I'm talking about this. But I like Texas tonight. And that was it for surface, like first look stuff that I really liked. I'm kind of interested. Andrew Abbott's advanced numbers aren't great either relative to like his ERA is 187, but the expected is 302. But he doesn't give up a lot of hard contact, so it's not the same situation as Seth Lugo and me wanting to attack him. And then David Festa has some concerning numbers as well. Maybe an over, honestly, in this game could be interesting. But this would be secondary. These are the 3 that are my favorites right now, and then maybe looking at this too. If we want to find a home run play, let's look at Seth Lugo here, splits wise for this season. Against righties, he's giving up a 190 batting average and 3 home runs. Against lefties, he's giving up a 260 batting average, 9 home runs. So significantly worse there against lefties than righties. And if we take a look at Texas's projected lineup tonight, Corey Seager, Jonah Heim, that's really like the only. See, this is the problem. I mean, I guess Sam Haggerty's a lefty too. He's going to have 6 righties in the lineup tonight, though. So that's going to probably help him to an extent. Let's see. me look at the pitch mix stuff here. Most used pitch fastball 23%. I mean he has a pretty spread out pitch mix. Like he throws like 10 different pitches. But his fastball, he's allowing a 220 batting average, 301 expected. So there's definitely some meat on the bone there with the fastball at least. If I look at Texas expected stats, Corey Seager leads the team in expected WOBA at 387, 317 actual, so nice differential there. Jonah Heim's pretty bad. That probably takes him off the list for me. And Sam Haggerty, not great, but has a negative differential as well there. But Corey Seager is looking like the play here for me. He only has, he has 6 home runs this year. Against fastballs this season, I don't really want to take a lot from that because he was hurt for a while. If we look at last season, he was an okay fastball hitter. The year prior to that was very good. Year prior to that, very good. Year prior to that, very good. Year prior to that, very good. So long history of very good fastball numbers here with 1 year last year when he was hurt as well. So I would feel pretty confident in saying Corey Seager is a very good fastball hitter. So let's take a look. Let's just peep the odds here. Plus 370. I would shop this around. If you could find a 4-1 on him, I definitely would be interested. Definitely interested. It's probably huge minus money on his hits, runs, RBIs. We can maybe just bet him to record an RBI at plus 145. But Corey Seager is probably my favorite home run pick as of now. I guess the 370 doesn't matter because you're going to boost it by 50%. So you're going to get a good number anyways. So Corey Seager sticks out. Let's see if we can find anybody else. David Festa. Let's look at him. He hasn't pitched that much, so I don't really know what we could draw from these splits here. Obviously, he's a right-handed pitcher, so we would assume, lefties would be fine to target him with, but let's just take a look here. Against righties, he's been reverse splits, it looks like. But again, this is a very, very small sample size. He's only pitched like 5 games. He has given up 3 home runs to righties, 1 versus lefties. If I look at just his pitch mix, fastball 36% of the time, fastball changeup, and mixing a slider as well. His fastball is pretty bad, under a 10% whiff rate on it, 300 expected batting average. So we're looking for fastball hitters on the Reds. Handedness, I don't really think I'm going to worry too much about with the small sample size. So let's look at the Reds batting expected stats. Ellie De La Cruz, no shocker, leads the team in expected WOBA at 368. Nobody else is even good at all, except for Will Benson in a smaller sample size. It might be Will Benson tonight, bro. I'm not going to lie. It does look like there could be some rain. Seager's minus 135, 2+ hits, runs, RBIs on DraftKings. I'm fine with minus 135 on the 2. I thought he would be closer to minus 150. The minus 135 I'm fine with. I will probably bet that, but I have bet 365, so I'll probably get slightly better odds than that. But if it's below minus like 150, I'm typically fine with it. Let me see here. Will Benson. There is some potential rain in this game, it looks like as well. Let's take a look here. Clusters. Seems fine. Will Benson. I feel like I want to look at Will Benson over the last like 2 weeks. If we look at his batted ball data, I feel like it's pretty good, probably. All right, let's see. So last 14 days, Will Benson. Let me swap to red so I can find him quickly. 35% hard hit. It's not as good as I thought it would be, honestly. Let's try last 7 days, see if that affects anything. Yeah, so over the last 7 days, which is, again, small sample size, I typically like to do 14 for hitters. But if we look at the last 7 days of Will Benson's batted ball data, 62.5% hard hit rate and a 50% fly ball rate. And his batting average on balls in play is just 125. So he's honestly gotten unlucky and he's smoking the ball, getting it in the air. Good signs. Good matchup here. Let's take a look. Where did that game go? Oh, right here. Home run for Will Benson. Plus 460. I'm interested in that, definitely. Corey Seager, definitely on the home run list for Dinger Tuesday. Will Benson, definitely on the home run list for Dinger Tuesday. Let's see if we can find one more. I like the over in this game. So either somebody against Hendricks or Warren. Hendricks, we know, like if you're going to target Kyle Hendricks, you need someone that at least has some success against changeups because he has one of the best changeups in baseball, but he throws it a ton. His changeup is his most used pitch, followed by his sinker. As far as Will Warren goes, fastball 38% of the time, sweeper, sinker. His fastball is really good, though. 156 batting average allowed, 28% whiff rate. So that's a really good fastball. Sweeper has honestly hurt him a little bit. So let's look at the Yankees. I mean, Judge is going to lead the team here, obviously an expected WOBA, but let's look at everybody else. All right, so we have Judge at 466, which is insane. Ben Rice is second on the team, 401 expected WOBA. Trent Grisham, 374, and then Paul Goldschmidt, 361. That's the top four. Ben Rice has the highest negative differential between his actual and expected, 336 to 401. He also obviously has the platoon advantage. Do you go for glory with a no sweat bet? If doing no sweat bet, DraftKings, should I do 2 or 3? It kind of just depends what I'm feeling. I mean, like if I'm taking one that's high odds, I'll just use it for one. But if I'm taking some lower odds ones, it's like 2 or 3. It kind of just depends on what I'm feeling, I guess. I would say typically it's more smart to take multiples because you're not losing anything theoretically. I want to see Ben Rice against changeups. 188 batting average, 300 expected, 49% hard hit rate. That is not bad numbers whatsoever. I'm interested. I'll throw Ben Rice in there. Well, let's check for fun. Let's just check though. Let's check his batted ball data the last couple days as well. Let's see here. We'll go Fangraphs. We'll go last 14 for him. It's pretty bad, to be honest. Form doesn't look good. Let's see if it changes the last 7. Yeah, he's been a little bit better over the last 7 days. Still pretty high ground ball rate though. When was the last time he hit a home run? Hasn't homered since June 1st. I mean, this ground ball rate over the last 14 days would explain why he has not homered since June 1st. But let's see what his batting average on balls in play is over that time. Go Yankees. It's pretty low, 171. So that makes me feel a little bit better. All right, we'll throw Ben Rice in as well for home runs. So Ben Rice, Corey Seager, Will Benson. Those are our home run picks for tonight. Where's this game? Here we go. And is he like? Wait, I'm so confused. Why is he in the projected lineup? But there's no odds for him. Okay. All right. Well, I guess is this like something on FanDuel or something? I'm so confused right now. Can someone tell me, did Ben Rice get hurt or like leave the game last night? Because I don't understand why there's no odds for him. I don't remember him getting hurt last night, but maybe I don't know. Anyways, if you can find Ben Rice home run odds, then that can be added in as well. I'm confused why they're not on FanDuel. Let me check. I'll just check DraftKings real quick and see. I don't remember him getting hurt last night, but maybe that was like something I just missed. Yeah, I don't see him on DraftKings either. I don't know. Well, we'll figure this out later. Anyways, for hockey tonight, I'm not gonna bet a side because I already have Oilers futures, so I just need them to win the game. I'm not gonna double down, I don't think. I might look at some goal scores later, and if I take anything, I'll use probably like a profit boost on it, and I'll tweet it out. But for baseball, Dinger Tuesday, Corey Seager and Will Benson are my 2 favorites. Potentially Ben Rice if he's in the lineup, but I don't understand why there's no odds for him anywhere. And then the sides that we talked about, I like as well. Tomorrow we'll be live. Like I said, we're going to talk golf tomorrow morning for the travelers when I go live. And then Steve's going to come on. We'll talk hockey, baseball, and SportWise and all that good stuff. Thank you guys for tuning in. Good luck tonight if you're betting or playing DFS, any of that. And I'll see everybody tomorrow.